What's going on? We're back. It's Bunny Flocks here. So I'm going to drop the part 2 of IoT home segmentation sometime this weekend. I did get another router. I'm going to go through all that stuff tomorrow or probably Sunday. But really quick, I just want to do a quick video about password managers. I recently got into password managers, to a password manager to secure myself. Been reading the Tribe of Hackers book, and almost every single one of those cyber professionals, in their advice section was always get a password manager. Everyone's saying get a password manager, get a password manager, manage your passwords. Me personally, it's been a while. It took a while for me to do that. I finally made that transition. I have my most of my credit card and banking information. I have all the passwords, and I was forgetting those on a monthly basis. I changed passwords almost excuse me, every 30 days. They were not secure. They were easy to remember for me, even though I forgot them, because I was logging in once a month, obviously to make my payments. So I'll do a quick video on setting up LastPass. LastPass is a password manager. It's free. There's a paid version. You can do that if you want to. So I'm going to set up really quick. I'm going to show you how to set up LastPass. I'm going to set it up on a website, and then I'm going to register some random new website and just go through some of the basics, go through some of the interface, and check that out. Or you can see that in a few minutes here. So if you follow me, I'm on Firefox. From my understanding, you can install, depending on whatever browser you use or all your browsers. Once you make, as long as you make your LastPass account, you can install the browser or the extension, the plugin for the browser you use. So I'm on Firefox for this demonstration. I'm going to go here. If you come to the screen with me. All right, so we're going to do LastPass for free. So I'm going to create an account, and then this is basic. This is with anything. It's really simple. You put in your email, obviously. And then so you're going to make a master password. So the master password this is your one password to authenticate yourself to your LastPass account. And then from there, you can create, your other complex passwords, more than 15 characters, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, special characters, all that jazz. But you still have to have your one master password. So you do that when you create the account. So I'm going to create mine here. It's obscured so you can't see it, obviously. Oops. I do not need a hint for this one. Sign up, it's free. Boom. It's probably going to send me an email, or maybe not. I'll just continue showing you guys this. All right, your account has been created. Welcome to LastPass. Install the browser extension, then log in using the account you just created. So I'm going to install LastPass. Again, this is Mozilla Firefox. You can do it in Chrome. I assume you can do it in Edge. I don't see why not. Yeah, yes, you want to add this, and you'll probably see similar messages on whatever browser you're using. LastPass free has been added to your Firefox. Okay, cool. Okay, so we added the extension to the browser. Now you want to log in, or I guess click it here. Okay, you log in to the account you just created. You cannot remember, or you cannot see my master. I would prefer to take out this part. Obviously this one as well. Me personally, I would always opt to enter your master password vice remembering it, because it defeats the purpose. And this protects from if someone gets physical access to your machine, your laptop, your desktop, and or finds a way to remote in and open the terminal to your screen or whatever. You never want to save any of these things in these little check boxes, because it just opens the door for more exploitability on your system. Remember that. Remember that. If you get to this point, if you have these accounts you want to create your LastPass for, you can. I'm not. Let's go. Okay, so this is the interface. I currently have a Reddit account that I'm going to set up through LastPass. So I'm gonna show you how this works. There's two ways. You can actually do it here through the menu here. You can add a password. If you have bank accounts or payment cards, these are more for information purposes. You know, it secures your information. Me personally, I'm not going to use this. So I'm only going to use LastPass for managing passwords. You could do it two ways. You could do it here, click password, and then add an item. Well, you will enter the URL, the name, your username, and then your password, or you can create a password, and then you can save it through here. And I'm going to demonstrate that also. Or you can actually go to the actual login of the whatever site you have. So for here, I'm in Reddit. Now, when I log in, it's going to ask me, hey, do you want to save this password? And you have a choice. You can say yes or you can say no. If you say yes, it's going to save that information into your vault and it will secure it. But then there's a caveat where again, as I mentioned, I personally don't like autofill, auto enable, or autofill. I personally like to at least establish an authentication at every turn. So I want to enter my password every time or enter my master password every time. I will never have automatically autofill because it defeats the purpose for physical exploitation. And if someone can open a terminal or remote see your screen, take control through either a team viewer or remote desktop or something, you just don't want to give someone that much power over your system. If they were able to exploit it, if they still have to enter a master password that they don't know, you don't want to just give them the keys to that kingdom. There's also a chance if they get a physical access to your laptop or your desktop that there's ways they can try to find your master password through, memory exploits or whatnot, but you just don't want to make it so easy for them. So I suggest personally always enable entering your master password every time. So I'm just going to log in here. I'm going to put my username. I think that's my username. And I'm going to type the password I think I have for this. And then I'm going to sign in. And you'll see LastPass asks for, it's going to do a pop-up to say, hey, do you want to save this? Or it should. I never do this for freaking Firefox. I never do that for browsers. Here we are, LastPass. So add to LastPass. You can add or you can click not now. I'm going to click add, and it's going to save the information. And then we're going to go to the vault. All set. So I'm logged in. Let's open up the extension here. If you go to the top right, it looks like a box with 3 dots. If you open Vault, it's going to show you your dashboard here. So here's Reddit. I just created this. Another few caveats. As you make an entry for each website that you log into, I would edit it, go to advanced settings, and I would, very important, require password reprompt and disable autofill. That's me personally. You don't have to, but I would, for the simple fact, again, you don't want LastPass to just autofill your password every time without enabling or asking you for your master password. So that's what I would do here. And of course, it can save. It will it'll choose the login URL, and then you can name this whatever. I'll just change this to Reddit. Might as well. It made a folder for social. You can make your own folders. And of course, the password is here. So if I save this, save. Remember, I really just changed these 2 parameters here. And now we're going to test it here. I'm going to go to Reddit. I'm going to log out. I'm going to close the tab. And I'm going to go back to my LastPass Vault. And I'm going to launch it from the dashboard to see how, to see what it does. So click launch. Here it is. Ask me for my master password, which is what I wanted. You never want to not have this. You have an option here to not prompt for a certain amount of hours or seconds. If you're working in and out, this is okay, probably for an hour or 3-6 hours or whatever. But I would never make this forever. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to enable it. I'm just going to click continue. Then it's going to go to the Reddit login page and log me in. Now Firefox is doing its thing, which I haven't took the time to disable the Firefox browser password thing. I've always found those annoying and I really can't stand them. So I'm probably going to disable that because I'd rather use LastPass anyway. So let's see, what next should I do? So let me show you how to use LastPass to create a complex password. I recommend doing this on all your accounts, especially for ones where you reuse passwords. That's definitely not what you want to do. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can create a password here within the dashboard, of course, but then you have to take that password and then change your password on the site. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So if you can do it in here, just remember, if you do it in the dashboard here, just remember to change it on the website. But if you change it on the website first, LastPass will ask you, hey, do you want to update the password? And then you should definitely click yes on that. So let me go through and show you really quick how to change the password. And these are all generic steps for most websites. This should be the same for if you're on a banking website, if you're on social media or whatever. I'm just doing this for Reddit. This is just Reddit right now. Let's go to, I'm going to assume it's user settings. Okay, here we go. Change password. All right. Obviously, you're going to have to, most of these sites, you're going to have to enter your current password. So I'll enter that here. I think that's it. Oh, wait, no, that's to update your email. Never mind. Okay, here we are. Update your password. So enter your current password. All right, so in new password fields, when you're registering for a new account, when you're changing a password, or when you're creating a password, you click in the box and you can right click and you should see within your options a new LastPass option. And if you come down here to generate secure password, this is where you can create a secure password for Reddit. So if you click generate secure password, you can change the parameters here. You got uppercase, lowercase, numbers, symbols, easy to say, easy to read, all characters, and obviously you can change the length, which is fun. I don't know who will accept the 99 length password. I don't know. But I think between 15 to 20 should be fine, or even 20. Some accounts may even have maximums. I don't know. We'll do 16. Okay, so we have a 16 character password. It has uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. Obviously, you can see that's crazy. By the time this video is up, trust me, that will be changed. So don't try to log into my Reddit and start stuff. But I'm gonna copy password here. Okay, copies to my clipboard, and then I'll paste it here. I'll paste it twice, right? So I use the password I made. I use the LastPass create password tool, and I'm gonna click save. Obviously, Firefox is doing its annoying thing. I'm gonna click don't save, and now you can see the password has changed. I believe the password should be changed. Okay, your current settings require you to enter your last. Okay, whenever I see this, that makes me happy. I always want to be re-authenticated. I want LastPass to know or to continue to challenge me with my master password. So I'm going to do that here. Continue. And now you'll see LastPass has updated my password for Reddit. And I click OK, and we're good to go. Now, if I log out of Reddit, if I can find the logout, here it is. We're back to the login. I can close the window. I'm going to come back to Reddit. Let's say this is a few days later, a month later, whatever. I want to go back to my Reddit account. Now, if I haven't changed anything in here. Well, see there though. Prompt me for that master password. Some of you may find that annoying, but trust me, it is. When I see stuff like that, it's not annoying. So you see my password is longer. Nothing else has changed. I'm going to click cancel, and I'm going to click launch, and it should take me right into the account using my updated password. And here we go again. Master password. I like that. That's my friend. I hate autofill. I think autofill is the worst thing that they've done on computers. It is the least secure, and it is just, I think it's something that should go away everywhere. That's me personally. It might be beneficial for some people, but not me. I think it's just horrible. So, showed you how to set up LastPass, showed you how to create a password, how to change a password. Now I'm going to create I'll do another example. I'll do WordPress. I don't think I have a WordPress.com account. I'll just make one. Hopefully this isn't too lengthy. It's going to ask me crazy stuff. Okay, here we go. So I'm creating a WordPress.com account. I'm going to use my Bunnyflocks information. And then I'm going to use LastPass to create the password here. So I'll do this. Enter a username, obviously. Here we go. Where the password? Okay. I don't want to think about making a password. I want to use LastPass. LastPass generates secure password. And this will also be changed, so don't think you can go into my WordPress.com account, even though I'm not going to use it. The parameters are fine. We're going to copy that, paste it in here, and create your account. Do not save. And then this is just excuse me, stuff for the WordPress thing. For purposes of demonstration, I'll probably just do this real quick. But here we are. The site has been added to your LastPass vault, WordPress.com. We'll click OK. It's good to go. It's in there. Maybe. I'm just going to name this test, sure, and I'm an expert for sure. Give your site an address. Okay, I don't know if I want to go this far with all this stuff. Test.com, I don't know. I've never actually used WordPress.com. I do it the advanced way. So this might not have been a good example for this. In any regard, can I skip this? I don't know if I can skip this. But as a test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this window. Go to my LastPass vault. See, it saved it under here, business. Again, you can rename folders, you can rename categories, or you can keep the ones that LastPass creates for you. I'm going to go into the edit for this new entry. Again, advanced settings. I'm going to require that password reprompt, and I'm going to disable autofill. This stuff here, this should be the URL for the login page. Something that does happen, and I noticed this with my banking cards, you always want to test your LastPass entry because sometimes these URLs won't be the login page for the website or the account. So you always want to test that out. And then some of those bank account cards, they'll have, instead of just two parameters like a username and a password, they'll have a username, password, and a third option for credit card, bank cards, whatever. And I've noticed that LastPass tends to get stuck or freeze or delay on the login for those. I don't know if there's an issue with the third prompt. It doesn't know what to do. So what I did was found a login page to that bank or credit card that only required the two, username and password. And then I copied that URL and put it in here, and it worked fine. So just keep that in mind. Try to pay attention to the actual URL. It has to be a login to that site or to that site or to that account. Sometimes LastPass will grab the wrong URL and it won't work because the URL is invalid or it's not an actual login URL. So just keep that in mind when you're setting this up. I'm going to save this and I'm going to test it, see if it works. This may not be the login for this, but I don't know. So I'll click save. I do not have WordPress open. All right, let's go to launch and see what happens. There I am, prompted for that master password. Thank you. I have no issues doing this. Let's see if it works. To be honest, I'm not sure if it worked because I didn't finish these steps. So I'm not sure. Maybe I do have to go through this. I don't know. Maybe WordPress was a bad example. Wow. Okay. All right. WordPress was a bad example. Let me close this out. Let me think of another easier example. You know what? I'll do Twitter. I'll do my Twitter. How about that? I'll just do Twitter. So just as a second example, here we are, the Twitter homepage. Log in. Don't save. All right, so I logged into Twitter. It asked me, do I want to save to LastPass? I'm gonna click Add. And again, I was just doing this for a second example. All set. Now I'm going to log out of Twitter, wherever that may be. Where's the log out? Here. Log out. I'm going to close the browser. Go back to LastPass. Here we have the Twitter entry. We're going to edit. Require password reprompt, disable autofill. Twitter.com, if you remember, it has the parameters, the two fields for username and password. This is my password. It stays saving under social. I'm going to click save because I want to be asked again for the master password. I never want to have it too easy because if it's too easy for me, it's too easy for hackers. We'll click launch. Ask me for my password. Thank you. And it'll just log you straight in. So there you have it. You have two examples of how to use a password manager. Just keep in mind, this is a browser extension. There is an app for the mobile as well. If you do a lot of banking, logging in different websites on your phone. For the phone as well, I would also just make sure it always prompts you for your master password because again, phones are mobile. These things could get lost. And if you don't have a lock on your phone and you don't have this enabled, having a password manager without, in my opinion, having a password manager without having that master password prompt is pointless because now you're just putting all your passwords in one place. And if someone gets that, they have every account that you set up on here. So don't do that. Be smart. Password managers are smart. Be smart in utilizing password managers. Hopefully this video will inspire somebody out there or inspire you to go set up your accounts on Password Manager and make it easier to remember. Make all your accounts complex, all your passwords complex. 15, 20 characters, uppercase, lowercase numbers, special characters. Keep prompting for the master password. And this is pretty much, it changes, it helps you maintain many different complex passwords across all your sites, all your accounts. So you're not using your human brain to think of an easy password to remember across all your sites. So it does help with security. It does make you more security conscious, and that's the point. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm trying to help you guys. So that's all I have for today. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Please look out for segmentation, IoT segmentation part 2 coming up this weekend. Please like, share, subscribe, and if anything else, I will see you guys next time. I haven't decided on another giveaway, but when I do, I'll definitely let you guys know, and I'll let you blah blah whatever. Okay, I'm out. Thank you. Bye.